I didn't wake up one day with a vision. I didn't have a breakthrough. There was no big realization. Just a quiet moment where I knew, I don't know who I am, but I can't keep living like this. I was tired of feeling numb. For a long time, I felt like I was just existing. No purpose, no drive, just thoughts circling, days repeating, energy disappearing. I wasn't miserable. I was just numb, and the worst part was, I didn't even know what I wanted instead. How do you fix something when you don't even know what's broken? I started with curiosity. I didn't try to change everything at once. I didn't fake motivation. I just asked myself one question. Who am I really? Not who I pretend to be, not who people expect me to be, but at my core. And when I couldn't answer that, I started searching. I took a personality test, not for fun, but because I was desperate to understand how I work. I used what I found. I learned I'm an INTJ, logical, future-focused, self-driven, but also easily overwhelmed if I don't see progress. That alone explained so much. I realized I wasn't lazy. I just didn't have clarity, and clarity was something I could build. I gave my energy a system. So I made a rule. If I feel empty, I don't wait for inspiration. I look inward. I write. I track patterns. I answer questions about myself every day. Not to escape, but to observe. Because motivation doesn't come from energy, it comes from understanding. From understanding to action. Once I started to know myself, I began to understand what I needed, and that made it possible to take action, even without motivation. I started working out in short bursts. I made videos, I built structure, and suddenly, things started to make sense. Not everything, but something. If you don't know who you are, if you feel lost, start there. Start with the fact that you don't know who you are. That's not failure. That's a doorway. You don't need a 5-year plan. You don't need to wake up excited every day. You just need to be curious enough to find out what makes you feel like you again. And once you see it, you can start rebuilding.